Eastwick Publisher Limited, Eastwick Limited, against Privacy Commissioner for Personal Data, CACV 000331/1999. This court case is about privacy. Hong Kong journalists taking photos of unidentified individuals in the streets. Eastwick magazine, as a glossy variety magazine with a wide circulation in Hong Kong at the material time. It is published by Eastwick Publisher Limited, which is owned by Eastwick Limited. The Privacy Commissioner for Personal Data, hereinafter referred as the Commissioner, is an independent body set up to oversee the implementation of and compliance with the provisions of the Personal Data Privacy Ordinance, hereinafter referred as the Ordinance. In early September 1997, one of Eastwick's reporters decided to write an article, illustrated by photographs, on the fashion sense of women seen on Hong Kong streets. Accordingly, one of his photographers, on the reporter's instructions, took pictures of various women seen in public, including Miss Maria Tam Nya Wai, the complainant. About noon on a Saturday in early September 1997, the complainant was walking in a crowded street in Causeway Bay. Unknown to her, she was photographed by a photographer, using an ordinary camera with the aid of a long-range lens. Her photograph was published with a commentary on the 25th September 1997 issue of the Eastwick magazine. The article, apart from the complainant, includes photographs of other 5 different young women. None of them are identified by their full names. The complainant was referred to as Japanese mushroom head, apparently because of what the reporter called her mushroom hairstyle. The article described the complainant next to her photo. Japanese mushroom head. One can easily tell that this lady has a very sharp sense of what fashion is about. You only need to look at her mushroom hairstyle and irregular edged skirt. However, her accessories, including the black overcoat and black leather shoes, look very incompatible to her style. The biggest failure is her handbag. So awkward. That little reporter thought that she had mistakenly taken her mom's handbag. Although there is no fixed and fast rules for fashion, a perfect mix and mismatch requires in-depth knowledge and skills and is not as easy as it may look. Let all ladies be aware of this. On 29th of September 1997, the Commissioner received a complaint from the complainant which stated, "Without my consent, the publisher of Eastwick magazine published my photograph on 25th of September in one of its supplements. It also made some adverse comments about me, which caused me a lot of trouble when I made contacts with my business clients. That photo was secretly taken of me by that magazine publisher without my consent." The Commissioner decided that Eastwick had collected personal data concerning the complainant using unfair means, violating the First Data Protection Principle, DPP1, subparagraph 2, which requires personal data to be collected only by means which are fair in the circumstances of the case. Eastwick applied for judicial review against the Commissioner's decision, but the application was dismissed. Then Eastwick applied for an appeal. The appeal was held for Eastwick. In the judgment, amongst other things, it states, the data collected must be an item of personal information attaching to the identified subject. The photographer took the photo of the complainant. It was not in order to collect data relating to her as an identified individual. She was used as an anonymous photographic subject to illustrate a certain dress or fashion sense which the reporter saw fit to denigrate. Her identity was not known and was not needed for the article. She obviously deserves the court's sympathy. She would be entirely justified in regarding the article and the photograph as an unfair and impertinent intrusion into her sphere of personal privacy. However, unfortunately for her, the ordinance does not purport to protect personal privacy as opposed to information privacy. The implication of this case: common journalistic practice of running photographs of unidentified persons in public areas to illustrate a news article was not to be unduly inhibited by the ordinance. To be considered as an act of personal data collection, the data user must be compiling information about an identified person. The court made it clear that the media are subject to the ordinance when they are collecting data about specific individuals. The source. Please read the judgment link above and answer the following questions by referring to the judgment. Question 1. Is a photograph personal data? Question 2. Judge Wang is the dissenting judge. Why did he think the appeal should be dismissed? Question 3. How does this case affect press freedom in Hong Kong?